take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did they split? Did they drill? Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Tonight.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Murray now on first down.
He's got this one completed to Mims.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Got a man, it's Mims.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Play fake. Murray. Open man, it's Preston Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it. Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Murray going to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Loss of 6 yards.
Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now. And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. From the gun, Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of. Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
Falcons 3, Eagles 0.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football. I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move. Philadelphia gets ready on offense behind Carson Wentz, the number 2 pick back in 2016 out of North Dakota State. And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. 2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason,
but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The throw there finally gets way to Boyle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Murray forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. First carry now for Keyshawn Vaughn. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and...
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
At the 3-yard
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll look to run with Vaughn, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Keyshawn Vaughn, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not in a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But see, hey, listen, if there got to be casualties at times, we're trying to win a game.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Carson Wentz sacked.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd down, Rankin, and he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Wentz. His short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Eagles.
Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. And the Falcons first down.
From the gun, Murray into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up near the 44 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The throw taken in by Sims. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On second down, it's Pollard. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Working from the gun, Wentz.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, it's Wentz. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. D.D. Westbrook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
They'll find Vaughn complete out of the backfield.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Now Murray off play action.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear. Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Murray now, 3rd and goal. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's Vaughn. They'll run for it.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Keyshawn Vaughn with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. First down, Murray steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
On play action, it's Murray. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
That play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a The defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Over 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the gun, Murray. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
Operating from the gun. Murray got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
Murray's pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
On the ground with Hill.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Again, it'll be Vaughn.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Keyshawn Vaughn.
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons push further out in front.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Bailey now for the extra point.
Point after.
A 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. 5 plays there on that drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense.
And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
And quickly finding Rager.
And nothing but green grass here. Middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Rager.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25.
And here now come the Falcons. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he can't find anywhere to go in, and he goes down. Davion Taylor bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. One of the best of the early games, we'll highlight it there. The Giants in for a stern test at home at MetLife Stadium as they'll take on the visiting Carolina Panthers. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the Minnesota Vikings. And then finally, the national game on Sunday night. It's a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. In the game you're watching, it was the former #1 overall selection, Kyler Murray, who put on an absolute show. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 66 yards. Not sure exactly what he saw that made him decide to hand it off, but a great decision and a fantastic run.
From our vantage point, what he saw was a defense that got out of its lanes, got out of its gaps, and they were pretty much running to the quarterback, viewing him as the bigger threat. And look at that wide open space, and he rumbled for big-time yardage.
Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Rankin, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Now Wentz. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Now it's Crowder. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First and 10.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Murray on the move to his left. He's going to... Murray fighting. Lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Recovered by...
That's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Been there, done that.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Taken in at the 3. And now a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
2nd and 6.
Throwing is Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4 at the Falcons 30.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz looking for his running back, and he's got him. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Into the red zone, Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles where he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now Wentz again. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, it's Wentz. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Raekwon Davis.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. On the draw, it's Pollard. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
Wentz going to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Left him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Murray. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Short throw into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down, Falcons.
Here's Murray. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. A good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Well, the second down throw on target. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Christian Wilkins. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz, open man here, Sims complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Shotgun now for Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st.
An 8-yard gain.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Shotgun now for Murray. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Murray now to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Murray from midfield. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
To Calvin Ridley. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Eagles.
Murray to air it out again. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Falcons.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. First down, Murray. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Murray. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
34, Eagles 24.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, pushed their backs clearly against the wall.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Not much there, only a yard.
And 9 at the 29-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Wentz with a throw that's caught by Rager. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The throw taken in by Sims. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. Now Wentz.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Eagle passing game looking good. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive goes 8 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. That fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again to Jones. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
At their own 4-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down.
34.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Falcons, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they'll get a few extra